So 18 years, I wrote this past year, and I actually work, my day job is in a long-term care psychiatric hospital. And so for the patients I work with, I'm a therapist, and those patients long-term means anywhere from a few weeks to months to decades. And so I had a particular patient that I've worked with for a few years as his therapist, and as many patients do in the hospital, they can, as they progress in their recovery, they can earn sort of privileges to leave the unit, the locked psych unit, with staff and go for walks and things and activities in other buildings. And so I met with this patient, and he was telling me that the activity that he had recently attended happened to be out. He walked out the door and it was nighttime, and he was so surprised that he walked out the door and it was dark outside. And he looked at me in our session after that, and he looked at me and he goes, "Allison, it's been 18 years since I've seen the stars." And I was kind of like, whoa. Therapists are kind of supposed to keep it together, and that kind of hit me. And then he looked at me a few minutes after, and he goes, "That'd make a great song, wouldn't it?" I said, "Yes, it would, actually." And in addition to that, he also happens to be a very, very talented poet and writer. And sometimes in our sessions, I would give him writing assignments on topics that we talked about. So I said, "Why don't you write something on that and bring it back and show me next week?" And so he did. So that song kind of came out of that. I actually have some of his words in there, even though I can't give him proper co-write credit. Some of his words are in there with mine, and I kind of sat on it for a little while. The theme, I had a certain line in my head for a while, and then one day the rest of the song kind of came together. So that's where 18 years came from.
I put on my coat, one arm at a time, just like anyone else with two arms would do. One foot out the door, I lock eyes with the sky, but someone took the daylight and replaced it with a shimmering night. It's been 18 years. It's been 18 years. It's been 18 years since I've seen the stars. Of a life, but it's mine and it's all I know, and it's the hardest pill to swallow, just watching it from a window. It's an uphill climb, conquering demons within my mind, and it's enough to make the strongest army roll over and give up the fight. It's been 18 years. It's been 18 years. It's been 18 years since I've seen the stars. I'm standing here. Didn't have to go far. Now I see the stars. Thank you. All right. Well, I have one more, right? I can do one more? One more? All right, I got one more for you. Thank you for being such attentive barroom listeners. This is a treat. If you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, Allison Rose Sings.